Well, good morning there. This is the month of October where we celebrate Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and any other type of cancer as well. And it takes place, of course, throughout the entire month of October. And we've had, so much going on around, people just trying to create and sensitize people about breast cancer, about prevention, causes, even just trying to find the cure and just trying to create that awareness about the importance of getting yourself checked for whichever type of cancer before it is a bit too late. Now, it is estimated that there are about maybe 1.38 million people as of 2018 who've just been diagnosed with cancer, and quite a number of them, of course, have succumbed. So what are we doing here today? We are supporting the fighters, we are admiring the survivors, and we are honoring the taken, and of course we are saying all hope is not lost. My name is Christine Kai. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Real Talk, and of course we want you to be part of this conversation. Our social media accounts are at A Circuit TV show on Facebook and Twitter, where you can engage with us. Send us your questions about any type of cancer, but today we are specifically talking about breast cancer. And you can also tell us your stories. If you have any stories, ask any questions that you have to us. Well, so just to start off, we have our guest today. Her name is Rahab Nyambura. Among so many other things, she is a cancer warrior, and she's here to just share her story with us. Rahab, thank you so much for coming through, and I know it takes a lot of courage, and a lot of strength, to just come and be willing to share your story. So we do appreciate you for that.
Thank you so much.
All right. So you are a mom, you are a cancer warrior, and I'm sure you are also a designer. I don't know if you're still doing your jewelry designs. Are you still doing that?
Getting back to it.
Getting back to it.
Yeah.
All right. So let's start off from the beginning. When you were diagnosed. So what type of cancer did you have?
It is breast cancer, invasive ductal carcinoma. Yeah.
Okay. So invasive ductal carcinoma. What type of cancer exactly?
It's I had 3 lumps because I just felt them, and they were in duct. Duct means on the milk duct. So, and it was invasive, so it was going very fast. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So just like paint for us a picture. Just tell us when you were diagnosed, and how was it for you?
Okay, I didn't just go to the hospital. I just was feeling, it was at night, and I was just something told me, I felt something funny, and I was touching my breast. I was alone in the house, and when I was touching it, I felt, no, I have a lump, some lump, and I tried to feel it. I was squeezing them, and I felt I'm not okay, and I got scared. And when I felt it, I called a friend, and I told her I felt something. She said, "Don't worry, it's not normal. It's normal. Maybe it's not cancer." And I just told them, I think I have cancer. And I was to go to my mom. It was at night, and I just felt that fear. But it was raining, so I slept. I just started crying, and I didn't find any sleep. It was by luck. So when I woke up, I remembered I had something, and I had to feel again to see if it's there. So I just felt it was there. I went to my mom's that early, but my mom had gone to work. I found my aunt, and I told her, just feel my breast. It was on the right, and she felt it, and she told me, I don't think it's something serious. Just follow your mom. My mom was going, it was in November, there was somewhere with a free medical camp.
This was in 2014, yeah?
2014 November. So I had to follow her, I went, I reached before her. I was tense and I was just asking when will I get there. And I went, I told the lady what I had felt, and I was crying. I was stressed. So when I reached there and she was feeling my breast, she told me to wake up and examining me, and I was crying. And she told me, what are you crying? And I just told her, I feel I have cancer. She told me, who told you? And I told her, don't just lie to me. I know the lumps. And she told me, the lumps don't mean you have cancer. So she felt them, and she wrote a note for me to refer me to Nairobi Women's. So we went, but we were not seen that day. We had to book. So from there, after going, the doctor told me, maybe after the appointment time, the doctor told me, he checked and told me, you're going, we have to do an operation. He didn't tell me what it was about. So after going, we didn't have that money. He told me all the charges were to be 60,000. But after consulting with my mom, we said we have to check on the price, maybe go back or look for another opinion or another hospital that will be cheaper. So from there the journey started. At first, after encouragement, talking with people, they told me, oh, I had some lumps and they just were operated, they had nothing. So I thought it was not serious. So after that, the first thing that came to my mind was death. I knew I'm just, if it's cancer, I'm dying. So people encourage you and tell, no, I talk to people. I didn't just keep quiet. But after sometimes, I just came and cooled down. Now trying to figure out which hospital is good. They told me Kenyatta, which one. I went to St. Mary's, and after the doctor checked, he told me I need to go for an operation, which I didn't know what it was about. I just thought they are going to remove the lumps, because I didn't know now if it's cancer, but I know I have lumps. So we booked, and I went for what I learned was a biopsy. And after that biopsy, asking, they told me, we are going to treat your problem. But after the biopsy, after that small operation, I just still felt the lump, but now it was bigger because there were 3 lumps. There was 1 gland, then two lumps that now after operation they joined, and it was much in my breast. After consultation, they told me even if they operated, my breast could not be saved. So after I went for the results, I felt the lumps were still there. I had to go to the hospital. If I was the people who ignore, I could have ignored it. But I went back, and getting the results, the doctor just said, can I check where you are operated? He checked, and he told me, now, you know, you have cancer. No, he did something funny. He told me, but there's nothing where a doctor can't treat. You know, and he told me, now we are going to remove your breast. You have cancer. We are going to take you through medicine, but we have to take off the breast. That was what finished me. Now,
do you feel like, you know, the way he or she broke the news to you was was it in a good way, or?
Not really. I didn't like it. It was like he told me, now the treatment will be just removing the breast, cutting off the breast. And now because I was smiling, like when he was doing all that, I just thought just 6 like he told me, we are going to take you to medicine. In Kiswahili tutakupatia dawa 6 mara 6, and now then, but we have to remove the breast. So he just broke it. I was alone, and I wasn't ready for such news.
So how far was it, and did you find out early enough, or was it?
It was early, because Later, they've been telling me it was second stage, but before that, the doctor would say it was stage 1, grade 3. So that seems it was going to stage 2 because 3 lymph nodes were affected. Yeah, so it had spread to the lymph nodes. That's why I had a gland and those. Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, at the time you were a mom, yes. At the time, how many children did you have?
2.
You had 2.
Yeah.
All right. So, were they in a position, you know, or even right now, to understand what you are going through, and how are you able to tell them that this is what I'm going through? Did you even tell them that, or did you tell them that I went through this at this point in my life, but now I'm cancer free? Have you been able to tell them, and how did you even do it?
Okay, first I'm a mother of 2 girls. My first daughter is in Form 2, 15 years, and my second born is study 2, 8 years, and I'm expecting my third born.
Wow, congratulations.
So, and they are my pride. They are my reason to fight. And when I discovered, I felt the lump. I used to look at them and cry, because I just asked God, why did I bring these kids to life and then just leave them? How will I leave them? And when I found the lump, I told my daughter, but then she was in study 7, and she didn't understand. Now they came to understand after my breast was removed. And like my small daughter, the younger, used to look at me, and you can see in her eyes she has so many questions. At times it affect them, mostly when I went for chemo, because I lost my hair and so much. Okay, at times when I don't have, because I have to wear my pro dresses, I don't have one breast, so I have, and at home you're free, you can just, and sometimes my daughter, when I have my pro dress, she thinks I have my other breast, but sometimes she'll come and tell me, Mom, I even forgot you don't have one breast. But I tell her, I got used to it, because it's just normal, and my life is normal, only in the house, and they are all used to it.
They've all come to understand.
Sometimes my daughter would ask funny question, but I tell her, I think I'm okay, I'm alive, and I'm okay. So I don't care about my breast, and we just make fun of it. We really make, because sometimes the process will go and they won't, it won't be like equal, and we call it mama, tengeneza mama. So, and everyone in my family say, your mama is not okay. So we make fun of it, and we've come to get used to it. Maybe other people will just say, I think she don't have one breast, but to me it's normal, to my family, though the first time my children would be traumatized, even my husband.
All right,
it take time.
All right, so I also want our our viewers to engage us and even just ask questions, because I'm sure so many people have so many questions to ask. So just do that on our social media platforms. That is at eCircuit TV Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as we continue to listen into Rahab's story as a cancer warrior. We are definitely inspired. So I definitely want also you to tell us just how your support system has been, how your family took the news, your friends, how much they supported you, and just how important that is. And actually I'll just request you to use that microphone. Yes, please. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I'll say the reason, another reason for living is my family and friends, because at one moment I didn't know people cared, and after my friends all those people around me
Mhm.
learned I was sick.
Mhm.
They supported me. Financially, I was low.
Mhm.
I just felt now I have cancer. It's a disease of millions.
Yeah.
Where will I get
Yes.
funds to?
All that
So
money.
I was hopeless. I knew I'm dying. And at one time I got depressed, and we started asking questions. But my family came in.
Yes.
They didn't have.
Mhm.
My friends came in,
Mhm.
but they are the ones who took me through.
Yeah.
I can say, like, having cancer, you need to eat well, you need to go to doctors,
Mhm.
and that support. I can't say that I struggled much on myself, only that I had to fight. What was left for me is fight for and just give myself hope to live. The rest, the community showed
Yeah.
me much love and support. Yeah.
And then during the treatment, maybe what was the most challenging, part about the entire treatment process?
Okay, with the surgery, I think I recovered well, and it was just that psychological.
Yeah.
I don't have a breast. How will people talk
Yeah.
about me?
Yeah.
But later, I took it up and just, it's come from you. How you want people to view you.
Exactly.
Yeah. You give them a picture. If you are up, they'll be up with you. If you're down, they'll be down. If you hate yourself, they'll hate you. Like if you don't love yourself, your lowest self is down. You give yourself to people, and they'll take it over. So I had to leave. And I won't mind what they'll say, and the rest was history.
Yeah.
So the next step was the chemo, the treatment bit, because with cancer, like cancer treatment, the hair, like mostly breast cancer, hair will fall off. So you depend on wigs. Sometimes I'll go bald. Even your lashes, you become darker. If you ever seen a person going through, and it was that time that you're so down. At times you'll puke and you're just there helpless. That was my low moment. But I didn't let it bring me down.
Here we are today, about 4 years later, you are cancer free. But then do you have to keep on, going to the doctors to just make sure that it doesn't recur?
Yes. You have to go back to the hospital. We have clinics, and in a year you have to do tests to know if you're doing well. If you have a problem, you have to go back and check with your doctors. I had to be in tamoxifen. That's my cancer was not my cancer. The cancer was triple positive. That was hormonal.
Indeed.
So I had to be on tamoxifen for those 3 years. And when I wanted to get pregnant, I had to consult my doctor and do the test, and also to stop the drugs.
All right. Okay. So through it all, there are various cancer groups that are there. Have you been in any of these support groups? And how important and how helpful are they? Maybe to someone who's watching, they have a relative, they have a friend, or even themselves. They need that support system.
Yes. I can tell you that being in a cancer support group is very important, because first, you may not expect much financial support, but psychologically, and meeting with other people who have been in a worse situation. There are so many kinds of cancers. And like for me, what made me fight on is just going and looking at people and just viewing their situation and feeling you are lucky. You are not dying the next minute. Like when they tell you are stage 1, even there are those who their cancer has not gone to stage 1, and the treatment is different. But being with people and hearing the stories, just interacting and knowing you are lucky, it gives you
Yes.
that strength to fight on
Yeah.
and to live,
Yeah.
and knowing you are special,
Yes.
and talking with people, and you can encourage someone.
Yes.
You know, not every cancer patient's journey is same. We all we go through the same disease or illness, but our journey are different. So when we come together and talk, you know, you are encouraged in one way. Everyone is encouraged in different way.
Yeah. So support groups are indeed very important.
Very important.
We celebrate you, you know, Rahab, for, you know, having the courage to come and share your story with us. And, you know, that you are also a cancer survivor, a cancer warrior, and you're even expectant. And, you know, we wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah,
with,
I'm
you know,
excited.
Yes, yes, I can imagine. And, you know, that's so amazing. And, of course, it also goes to say that all hope is not lost,
yeah, you
surely.
know, I should add, when people have cancer, maybe the notion, like when I got pregnant, people are asking, and you had cancer, how have you done? Even my mom was worried, and I feared to tell her. But, you know, life continues. And what I encourage people, cancer is not a death sentence, and today you don't know what will kill you. You know, sometimes somebody will sleep and never wake up. So many people have gone after being diagnosed with cancer, and they didn't have cancer. It's just something small, and they are gone. So you just live your day. A friend told me, live a day at a time. And that word, I've worked with it. I take a day. And when it's over, I thank God.
That is so amazing, and it's so good to even see, you know, just how happy you are and how amazing. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your story with us.
It's my pleasure.
All right.
And thank you for having me.
Yes. Okay, so guys, we are saying we are here to support the fighters, to admire such warriors, to honor those who are taken, and to give hope, you know, and we see that all hope is not lost. We're going to take a very short commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk to a lady who's written a book about cancer awareness, and she's just going to briefly tell us why she was inspired to do this.